Konnichiwa, minasan, UMyuuki here. So today I'm back with another deck profile. So this time I'll be doing Soul Charge. So I'll be doing a Charhroot deck profile. So starting off, Forerunner standard skill. I won't want to explain anymore. So next is our main great shield of the deck, Charhroot. So Charhrot's ability is just for every card in your soul, beginning of your battle phase, or your front row plus 1k for each card in your soul. So if you have 13 cards in your soul, your front row plus 13 cards, 13k. And then next ability is just that when he attacks, you can counter +1, stand one of your rear, and then if you have 13 cards or more, you can stand 2 rear instead. So this makes it so that you have multiple attacks and it's very aggressive. So 4 copy of that, 2 copy of Irregulars. So Irregulars is actually kind of useful. On place, your Vanguard or Rear ability, you can counter +1, choose one of your grade 2 and below card and you can call it out into your rear. And then next ability is just Vanguard or Rear ability. Whenever it attacks, if 10 or more cards in your soul, you're able to choose one of your opponent's rear and retire it. So this is good if you have some, for example, you have one of these grade 1 in your soul, you're able to use his skill on place onto the rear guard, counter +1, call him out, call by ability, he is able to soul charge 1 and then you can actually counter charge 1 too. So yep. Then he's good also because of Charhrot's effect, you are able to stand your rear guard again. Whenever he attacks, he can retire 1. So if you have 2 copies of him, you can basically wipe out your whole opponent's field. So you attack, retire 1, this one attack, retire 1, Vanguard attack, counter +1, stand these 2 attack again, retire another 2 more. So it helps to wipe your opponent's field too. Okay, next we have Number of Terror. So Number of Terror, really easy skill also, just Vanguard or Rear ability on place. If you have 10 or more cards in your soul, you are able to plus 10k, 10k power and 10k defense. So meaning you can actually just use this card from your hand as a guard value. So it's okay to actually play more grade 3 in this deck. So the other ability is just a Rear ability. Whenever this card attack, you are able to choose one of your rear guard, put into your soul, and then you can draw 2 cards. So what's so good about it is also the fact that you can build up your soul and you can also draw cards. So I would say 4 copies is a must. Next up, onto our grade 2 lineup. So I'm actually playing one of these Grand the Reaper if I'm not wrong. So Vanguard ability or Rear ability, whenever it's placed, you can actually soul charge 1. If you have 10 or more cards in your soul, you are able to counter +1, choose one of your opponent's rear and retire it. So just one of that. Next is just 1 copy of this grade 2. So its effect as Vanguard or Rear ability, whenever it attacks, you're able to soul charge 1, your opponent cannot intercept this turn. And then Egg ability from your soul, counter +1, you're able to put this card back into your hand. So this card is also good for the fact that if you are fighting against a deck that actually got intercept a lot, like for example Armour deck or something, you're able to just use this effect, your opponent won't be able to intercept and you still get a +1 free soul from that. Next is this card. This is a staple in most of the DI deck, so its ability is just on place, counter +1, choose one of your rear guard, choose one of the cards on the field, and then search 3 copies of it and put it into your soul. 3 copies from your deck or your drop zone and put it into the soul. So generally what you want to look for is the grade 1. Yeah, so the grade 1 so that you are able to always help counter charge and put cards from your damage zone or your drop zone back into your soul. Yeah. So 4 copies of him, and the other ability is continuous. If you have 7 or more cards, right, this card continuous for plus 5k power and 5k guard, so making him a 10k guard and 14k attacker. Next up, one of the new cards from the set. So his effect is when he's on the Vanguard circle, right, whenever he attacks, he plus 5k power. Yeah. And then on place, counter +1, soul charge 3. If one of the cards you soul charge actually a trigger, you're able to draw 1. So he's just there to actually help soul charge cards also. And then if you happen to get lucky, you can also draw a card. Next is one of the staple cards of the deck. So this grade 1, right, have the ability that once per turn, you are able to rest this card to choose a card from your damage zone or your drop zone and then put it into your soul. If you have 3 copies of her in the soul, right, if you pull a card from your damage zone, you are able to counter charge 1. So just 4 of that. Next is Strike Folders. Strike Folder is the same, just on place, look at top 5 card, add a grade 3 to the hand and then discard a card. Other ability is as long as you have soul charge 1 card this turn, this card plus 5k. So it's also a 13k attacker. Next, 4 copy of Yellow Boat. So Yellow Boat is one of the first card that we would like to try to ride onto. So Vanguard ability, whenever it's run upon, you can actually soul charge 2. If one of the cards you soul charge is actually a trigger, you can draw 1 card. Next is as a rear guard, whenever it attacks, if your opponent is grade 2 and above, you can soul charge 1 and discard plus 5k. Yep. So it's a ideal right target for your first grade 1. So first grade 1, you like to ride him first, and then if you can, you try to ride her out on the field. Next, you will ride the grade 2. Yeah. So you will use his ability first, counter plus 1, search for 3 copies of her, put into your soul, and then later followed by yellow bird's effect, soul charge another 2, and then if you soul charge a trigger, you get to draw 1 from there. Next, I'm playing 1 copy of this. So this is on place on Vanguard circle, you're able to draw 1, discard 1. So help you to draw into the pieces you need. And then if you call it onto the rear guard circle, you're able to soul charge 1. If it's called by ability, you can counter charge 1. Last but not least, onto our trigger lineups. So the trigger lineups, we are actually playing 10 crit, 2 draws, and 4 heals. Starting, I was going with more crits, but I realized sometimes you will still need a bit of extra hand card, so we just play 2 draws and then we go with 10 crit. Yeah. The 30k crit is actually very useful because you can actually just get 1 card, so this is actually very important. Plus, you are actually playing a force deck, so you have sentinels already, so there won't be as much need as yeah, you're playing a protect deck, so you don't actually need the sentinel draw. Having the 30k guard is actually more useful in this sense. So the other alternative that we can actually consider playing is that we have this grade 2, the werewolf. Vanguard regular ability, if you have 5 or more cards, this is actually a 14k attacker. So it helps counter against a force deck also, so you're able to hit through. And then when it's Vanguard on the Vanguard circle, whenever it attacks, you're able to soul charge 2. So it helps to build up soul a lot faster. One of the other grade 2 I was originally playing is actually this promo grade 2. So her ability is just continuous whenever continuous for every card in your soul, this card plus 1k power. So if you have 13 cards in your soul, she'll be plus 13k, so making her 18k. So she'll stay on the field as 18k. Then combined with Charlotte's effect, front row plus 13, so she herself plus 13, right? That will be 31k. So she'll be attacking for 31. And then when Vanguard attacks, you can counter plus 1, stand again, and attack for another 31. So these are also one of the promo cards you can consider adding into your deck. Some other grade 1's alternative you can play is this grade 1. So ability is just egg ability, regular circle, counter plus 1, put this card into the soul. You're able to look at the top 7 cards of the deck, add 2 of the grade 3s into your hand, 1 into your hand and 1 into the soul. So if you only look at top 7, you only have 1 grade 3 that will just stay in your hand. But if you manage to find 2, 1 into your soul and 1 into your hand. So it helps to build up the soul and also get the ideal grade 3 right if you, that you wanted. If you do not want to play this, you can actually play the new order card. So the new order card is choose one of your hand grade 2 and below hand card, put it into the soul, and then you can look at top 3 card and then add 1 into your hand, the rest go to the bottom of the deck in any order. So that will be it for my Dark Irregular deck. I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, like, comment and subscribe. That will be all. Ciao!